Hello student, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve the questions that will be on the topic of proportion. In last few videos I taught you the basic of ratio and proportion, and I hope that you get everything that I taught you in the last videos. Today, we shall try to solve the problems that are based on the concept of proportion. I hope you understood the basic concept of proportion. Yet, I want to revise again what is the proportion. The definition of proportion says that the two ratio whenever are equal, then we say that these two ratios are in proportion, and they are written as if A ratio B and C ratio D be given any two ratios, then they are said to be proportional to each other if their value are same or equivalent, and they are written as A ratio B proportion to C ratio D. Okay, sometime it can be also written as A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, which shows that these two ratios are maybe also equal, not only equivalent. Therefore, it can be also written as. But the both terms have the same meaning, that is, A is to B is in proportion, is in proportion to C ratio D. But both have the same meaning, that is, A ratio B is proportional to C ratio D. Okay students, so this is the definition, or you can say that this is the complete concept of proportion. Now let us see some questions that are based on the same topic. In the last video, I solved a question that is the basic of proportional. Now, today we shall solve the new type of question. The question says that which of the following are in proportion? Which of the following are in proportion? If they are not, if they are not, then make them. Then make them by suitable rearrangement. By suitable rearrangement. So this is the given question. In this question says that which of the following, I will write soon, which of the following are in proportion? If they are not, then make them by some suitable arrangement. I will show you how we carry out the rearrangement of the numbers in order to make them proportional. So here I would like to write a question: 4, 8, 16 and 32. Sometimes the questions can also be written in the book like this. So here we confused which two numbers are in ratio. So here, in order to write them in the proportion, we give their place. So this is the first number, this is the second number, this is third, and this is fourth number. So here we shall write first number ratio, second number proportional to third number ratio, fourth number. So here, according to this, we can write 4 ratio 8 proportional to 16 ratio 32. Okay. Now, after solving, we know that the ratio can also be written as fraction. Therefore, we can write them like this: 4 upon 8 is equal to 16 upon 32. And now write its simplest form. So for this we divide, and here we get 1 upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 2. It can be also written as 1 ratio 2 is proportional to 1 ratio 2, which shows that the given number are in proportion because the both ratio are equal to each other, and hence the given numbers are in proportion. But the story is not finished here, since sometimes the questions are written in a way that they are not making proportion. So in this situation, we shall carry out the rearrangement that will make it proportional. So now let us see how we shall do this. The question is 1, 2, 3, 6. Here the four numbers are given: 1, 2, 3, and 6. So when we write, we shall get 1 ratio 2 proportional to 3 ratio 6, and write it in the fraction form: 1 upon 2 is equal to 3 upon 6. 3 1 are 3, 3 2 are 6. So here we get 1 upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 2, which shows that the given number are also in proportion, and hence here we get 1 ratio 2 is proportional to 1 ratio 2. So this is also in proportion. Okay, student, I hope it is clear. Now let us see the next question. The question is 4, 1, 2, 8. We have to check whether in proportion or not. So in order to check, we have to write them in ratio form: 4 ratio 1 proportional to 2 ratio 8. 2 ratio 8. So in order to check, we have to write them in the fraction form and form and write its simplest form. So here we shall write 4 upon 1 is equal to 2 upon 8. So this will remain unchanged, and here we shall write 4 upon 1, but this can be written as 2 1s are 2 and 4 2s are 8. So here we get 1 upon 4. So in this, here we can see that the both ratios are not in the same form or having no equal value. Therefore, they are not in proportion. Therefore, they are not in proportion. But in order to write them in proportion, we have to interchange the position of the numbers that are written here. So, as you can see that when we fold, we can replace 4 from first position to third position and replace 2 at the first position. So, we get 2 ratio 1 proportional to 4 ratio 8. But here we cannot find the exact value. So here we have to again rearrange them. So for this, interchange the place in first ratio. So we shall get 1 ratio 2 proportional to 4 ratio 8. And after solving, we shall get 1 ratio 2 is equal to 1 ratio 2. So in this way, we can get the exact value of the given numbers. And now after interchanging, that is the suitable rearrangement, we have changed this number in the proportion. So student, I hope you get that clear. So let us see this question once again. Such questions are given in book rarely, but sometimes we get and become puzzled. So now let's see this once again to understand it clearly. The given question is 4, 1, 2, 8, and we have to check that the given number are in proportion or not. If they are not, then we have to make them in proportion in by some rearrangement. So whenever we check, for in order to check that they are in proportion, we have to write them in that form, and after its solution we shall get that the both ratios are not same, which shows that they are not in proportion. In order to make them in proportion, we have to interchange the place of the numbers that are given here. So here I have changed the place of the first number as third number and the place of third number as first number, and then we can write them like this. But here we are not still achieve our result, because whenever we write 2 ratio 1 proportional to 4 ratio 8, and after its solution we cannot get the same result. Therefore, we have to interchange the place of the number in the first ratio. Yes, you can also carry the same process in the second ratio in order to convert this ratio in the form of the first ratio. But here I have operate in the first ratio. So here we can find like this, and after solving it in its lowest form, we get 1 ratio 2 is equal to 1 ratio 2. Now we can say that the given numbers is in proportion as here given. So student, I hope that you get this clearly. Okay, now let us see one more question from the new category. The next question is find x. The given question is find x. So here we have the question x ratio 7 is equal to 120 ratio 240. We all have the concept of cross multiplication. Therefore, we shall apply the concept of cross multiplication in order to find out the value of x in such type question. Okay, so let's see. First of all, we shall write this ratio in the fractional form. So we shall write x upon 7 is equal to 120 upon 240. First of all, we shall solve this fraction to write that in the simplest form. So here we get 1 upon 2. So we shall get x upon 7 is equal to 1 upon 2. Now apply cross multiplication. So this implies 2x is equal to 7. 2x is equal to 7 or x is equal to 7 upon 2. If you want to write it more and more simplest form, then you can write it in division for a decimal number. So here we get 3.5. So x is equal to 3.5 is the right answer. X is equal to 3.5 is the right answer, the required result. Okay students, so I hope that you get everything clearly. If you have any problem, then please go to the comment section and mention it down. I will clear your problem in my next video. So we shall meet in the next video with some new question. Till then, goodbye.